Okay.
So longissmus dorsi. Origin is the thoracic and lumbar spinous at the point of the highest point of the withers and connects to the tres minors. Its function is to draw the humerus forward. I'm going to use my notes. Its function is to draw the humerus upward and backwards and flex the shoulder joint. The rider will see limitation in the extension of the front leg and may feel it. To treat this area, I would use efforage to start and then compressions, and then I would help do some stretching to kind of get that muscle to relax and stretch out. And then I would also have the owner do a saddle fit check to make sure that there's no pressure on this muscle. And I would teach them some easy stretches to also help relax this muscle. Is the upper part, so I believe it is the spine of the scapula. And the border, posterior, upper, and posterior border of the scapula. Not sure if that's exactly where it's at, but that's where I feel it's at. It's the deltoid. Okay, and it inserts into the deltoid tuberosity and the bronchial fascia. It flexes the shoulder joint and adducts the limb. If there was an issue with this muscle, the rider would see a loss in range of motion. There would be short stepping with this muscle tightness. I would use compressions, stretching, and cross fiber friction to help relax this muscle, loosen it up, and then I would introduce ground pull work for the client and do some more stretching exercises. So I believe its origin is up in here, and it runs this way down the leg and into the tibia crest, the tubercalicus, and the crural fascia. So this is the semitendinosus deep muscle. It runs down the back of the leg. This muscle extends the hip and hock joint, flexes the stifle, and rotates the leg inward. If there are issues with this leg, there will be a hip drop, tightness of the back leg as the horse starts to walk, or rotating of that leg as the foot hits the ground, and there will be discomfort in straightening the stifle. If I find an issue with this muscle, I would use compressions, raking, and stretching, and then I would teach my client simple stretching and massage techniques to help with this leg this muscle before exercise. The last deep muscle that I'm going to do is the gluteus minimus. Okay, its origin is the end of the aperosis of the longissimus dorsi. As far forward as the first lumbar vertebrae, and then the gluteal surface, and surface of the ilium. And its insertion is the trochanter major of the femur and crest below the trochanter ridge. I think it goes more this way. This is the gluteus minimus. This muscle extends the hip joint and abducts the limb. The rider will feel a lack of movement or weakness in the hindquarters. I would use cross fiber fiction, compressions, and stretching for this muscle. And I would introduce ground pulls to the client, as well as teach them simple stretches to help loosen and relax this muscle. So here is the semitendinosus, the gluteal minimus, the deltoid, and the longissimus, the latissimus dorsi. Those are my 2 superficial and 2 deep muscles.